Hello, Maddie here. Y'all, I even take one singular second to just say thank you for watching my videos, for coming back, or maybe coming here for the first time, for clicking on my video, for listening to my voice as I sit here and rant and ramble about books, because books are wonderful and amazing and I love them so much. They add so much value to my life, and being able to sit here and talk about them truly, truly means the absolute world to me. So if you like these videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. It would absolutely mean the world to me. So without that, let's get into this week's book. This book is a book that I have not talked about on my blog before. It is also getting a new blog like last week's Eden Brook, and I'm so excited to talk about it. Like Eden Brook, I immediately read it and was like, I must talk about this book. Like I need to talk about this book like so bad. So we're talking about Dating and Dragons by Kristy Boyce. We have already talked about her first book, Dungeons and Drama. They look like they should go together. The art style is very similar, like the font and everything. They look like they should be part of the same series. They're not part of the same series. They are completely standalone books. So you can read Dungeons and Drama, you can read Dating and Dragons completely separate from one another, but they're both wonderful. Before I go into all that, let's read the synopsis. Live streaming love. Quinn Norton is starting over at a new high school and hopes that joining a D&D game will be the trick to making friends. The plan sounds even better when she's invited into a group that includes Logan Weber, the cute and charming guy she met on her first day of class. But this isn't your average D&D campaign. This group live streams their games and enforces strict rules, no phones allowed, and no dating other group members. Quinn is willing to accept the rules, even if it makes Logan off limits. And she quickly learns that doing so won't be a problem, since Logan goes from charismatic to insufferable as soon as she agrees to join. As their bickering and bantering intensifies inside and outside the game, Quinn can't help wondering, is Logan infuriating behavior a smokescreen for hidden feelings? Quinn is risking it all, and the 20-sided dice is rolling. Super simple setup for a pretty simple book. It just toes the line of being so unproblematic that it's boring, but it's not. Don't worry. I wouldn't recommend a book that is so unproblematic is boring, because I read some of those recently and like they're fun, they're cute, whatever, they're Hallmark in a book form, but like they're not really worth recommending. It's like, why would I take time out to recommend that book? But this book is worth taking the time to recommend for a handful of reasons. One, I'm a nerd. This is a nerd household. I come from a nerd family. D&D is like right up our alley. So having two books that were both like really, really cute, but also included this game, I don't know, just kind of means a lot to me. I really adore D&D. I've only been a part of one campaign and a handful of one-shots, but I really love all the possibilities it opens you up to. I love having the opportunity to build characters, but also world building. One of my favorite things, and these are the videos that I love to send to my friend that I did D&D with, is the things you can do that can make your DM or your dungeon master, kind of the person narrating your story, the things you can do to make their life so difficult or even just like flabbergast them is absolutely hilarious, because you could literally just turn to them and be like, well, can I go talk to that person? Can I say this thing? Can I pull that lever? And they're like, I hadn't really thought about that, but like, I can't stop you. Like, sure, you can talk to them. And then oftentimes they're like, okay, roll for it. And you just have to roll and see what happens. And it's fantastic and hilarious. And that's what's so awesome about it, is it's this game where going into every single session, literally nothing is decided. Nothing. Because it's a bunch of people acting independently together, but also a lot of stuff, it does rely on how you roll. That's why the D20 is so important, because there's like a million different things or like skills. Like I had a character that was super good at stealth. Her stealth was off the charts. And so I'd be like, we're going to sneaky sneaks, because that's what I like to do. But I had really good stealth. And then my husband, he played a freaking dragonborn with this crazy armor, and his stealth was so bad that like if I was gonna do sneaky sneaks, it was something I was going off and doing by myself and like coming back, because like if our group as a whole tried to sneaky sneaks, I was really good at it. We had a couple of like kind of average, and then we had a couple of like really big, bulking, loud characters, and it was very funny. But that's all just part of it. Every single session is different. You never know what's gonna happen, and it's all just on the fly. You're just going and you're just talking and interacting. There's like no set rules, and I love that, and it's so cool. And you get a book about it, and that's just even cooler to have these YA novels that are introducing this whole other world that D&D has been popular for a very, very long time. This is not a new game. I feel like it kind of surged in popularity, like mainstream popularity, especially starting in 2016, with the release of Stranger Things, which is why I'm wearing my Stranger Things shirt, because I feel like it kind of skyrocketed in, like I said, mainstream popularity with Stranger Things when that was first released, which I believe was the fall of 2016, if I'm remembering correctly. And it's kind of only gone up from there. And as I mentioned at the beginning, this is the second book by Kristy Boyce. The first one is Dungeons and Drama. I said this in my blog, and I think it's worth mentioning here. If you are reading these two books, I would recommend reading Dungeons and Drama first if you are a D&D beginner or you've never played D&D before. Because in that book, the main character, Riley, has never played D&D before, and she kind of gets sucked in. And it's great, and it's wonderful, and she loves it. But it's a little bit more user-friendly for the person that doesn't know what the terms mean, doesn't quite know what's going on, doesn't know how the game is played, things like that. Not to say this book can't be loved and enjoyed by people who don't play D&D, but if you're going to read both of them because they're both worth reading, I would start with that one first, just because it's a little bit of like dipping your toes into the world. And this one is like full blown, like all the characters have been playing for years. Like they know what's going on. They know what they're doing. So I highly recommend both these books. But like I said, start with Dungeons and Drama, then read Dating and Dragons. I don't anticipate her doing any more because you've already got Dungeons and Dragons in both titles combined. So I don't anticipate her writing anymore. But if Kristy Boyce keeps writing, I'm going to keep reading her books because they are so good. Now, one more thing I just need to like slightly mention before I go. Logan is adorable. He's adorable. He's adorable. He's adorable. Oh my gosh. That's part of what makes this book so unproblematic, is because he's adorable, and he's adorable for how he is. I'm trying not to just give everything away. It's a Maddie guaranteed book. We know what we know how this book is going to end. But what's so lovely about it is like how supportive and cool everybody is about it. But not to say that Logan is so cute. I love their interactions. I love the way their like friendship, relationship, interactions, whatever. I love the way it develops. And like he just has hard eyes like the whole book. And we're pretending it's not there for basically the entire book. It's kind of a spoiler. And he's so cute. And this book is so cute. And the ending is so cute. And the last few chapters are just like so good. It's so good. And I love it so much. And y'all just need to read it because like the D&D stuff is awesome. And I love it. And I'm here for it. And that nerd part of me is like totally satisfied. But the like cutesy love story part of me is just like dying because we love it so much. And it's so good. And I just need y'all to read it to just be like, they're so cute. I'm getting a toothache because they're so sweet. And it's so precious because I don't know. I feel like most high schoolers aren't that way. And so I love it. I'm here for it. We're big fans of Logan, and I will probably be rereading the end of this book. Probably not tonight because I got into another C-Drama. That's a whole side tangent. We love C-Dramas. It's so good. It's so cute. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. You should read it. For the one D&D campaign I did, one of my really, really good friends was in it, and she comments on probably like 50% of my videos, but I think she watches all of them. So I'm really hoping she watches this one and will make some reference to Sneaky Sneaks and the 10 out of 10 and just any of those. I hope she will reference something, so that would make me really, really happy. That would make my heart really happy. If she doesn't, I will just have to ask if she watched it. But you should read Dating and Dragons by Kristy Boyce. It is very good. It's very wonderful. We love it. It's got some really fun kind of D&D references sprinkled in that you like. If you're a D&D player, you're like, that's a play on words and it's cute and funny. If you're not, it's still like good sentences, but they're just like funnier if you know D&D definitions. Anyways, with all of that, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you have a great night, great week, great weekend, great month, great year. I hope you have all the greats because you're truly worthy and deserving of them. So until next time, 再见。